Months of hard work paid off for Forestview Middle School students in Brainerd when their launch of a high-altitude balloon was successful. Becky Parker tells us how high their balloon sailed in this week's Community Spotlight.
They worked for months engineering a project to launch a high-altitude balloon and payload into the stratosphere. 13 Forestview Middle School students met after school using mathematics and science to design their own payload.
Everything went so great. One day a week was not good for us anymore. We were meeting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes Thursdays, fitting every day we could possibly meet in there. And we just had so much to do.
They hoped to send it up with a balloon and parachute 85,000 feet above the earth, taking pictures along the way. Creating their own payload was a daunting task for such young students.
What is significant about our club is that no one, as we know, and we've done our research, and everyone we've talked to says nobody has attempted to do this from scratch like you guys have with this young of students.
Launch day brought out nerves, excitement, and many bystanders hoping to see the balloon lift off.
Forestview teacher Cory Olson told the students ahead of time that real engineers fail all the time, so he'd be equally as proud of them if the balloon didn't even get off the ground. But fortunately, that's not how things turned out.
2, 1, launch!
Everything went according to their plans and calculations. Feelings of relief and accomplishment were written on the students' faces.
You can see how they were relieved, excited, handshakes, high fives, amazing, amazing. I mean, you could feel the weight lift off of them because we've been working so hard.
So excited that we could see it successfully go up, and we are just hoping that it stays in the air more than an hour because that means it did not reach the altitude that we were expecting.
Using laptops, smartphones, and iPads, they tracked their progress through a GPS within the payload.
Best case scenario would be that we recover the payload, we get everything back, and it's successful. I mean, already it's successful, and then hopefully next year we do it again, which I'm pretty sure we will.
The balloon rose to more than 104,000 feet and landed in a rural area south of Danbury, Wisconsin. However, the camera failed at 27,000 feet, so they did not get the space photos they had hoped for. They did recover some photos taken from above the clouds, and overall, the project was a success.
I'm so glad that we decided to take 7th and 8th grade students to do this because they're so creative. They can come up with these things. They are not scared to make mistakes.
Next year, they plan to try it all over again, this time using a video camera. For this week's Community Spotlight, Becky Parker, Lakeland News.
Wow, what a neat project for middle school students. Very impressive. Al Dory from the Brainerd Amateur Radio Club helped the students and used his call sign to track the balloon.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.